Hello, I'm Greg Kerr, Middle East and Africa lead for Mulesoft, and I'm here today with Rubeena Moosa, who's Senior Development and Applications Manager at MiXTelematics Africa. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how Mix and Rubeena use Mulesoft to handle their integration challenges. Rubeena, thank you very much for your time and welcome to the session. I suppose could we start maybe by you telling us a little bit about MiXTelematics, your business and what you do.
Yes, so MiXTelematics is a leading global provider of fleet and mobile asset management solutions. It's delivered as SaaS to more than 750,000 subscribers in over 120 countries. The company's products and services provide enterprise fleets, small fleets, and consumers with solutions for efficiency, safety, compliancy, and security. MiXTelematics was founded in 1996 and has offices in South Africa, the United Kingdom, the United States, Uganda, Brazil, Mexico, Australia, and the United Arab Emirates, as well as a network of more than 130 fleet partners worldwide.
Wow, quite a global organization and a homegrown South African business. And could you tell me a little bit about yourself and your role at Mix, Rubeena, please?
I have over 17 years of experience in developing and designing software within the telecommunications and mining industry, using a variety of platforms to build and manage solutions. My skill sets include analyzing business requirements, drawing up technical specifications, and developing software. Currently, I manage the applications for MiXTelematics Africa and the development of it. I'm involved in all the layers of dealing with our applications, design, high-level architecture, solutions, development, and with it also comes the resourcing and costing.
Wow, that's quite a broad remit, as I think we've previously discussed. Fantastic. And could you maybe tell me a little bit about the wider IT team at Mix and how you work with your business stakeholders?
Yeah, sure. I have a relatively small IT team that's extremely dedicated. We all have been with MiXTelematics for over 7 years. We are like a small family. We're very passionate about our jobs, and MiXTelematics has given us the opportunity, environment, and flexibility to design, build, and create world-class solutions. This makes our jobs very exciting and also challenging with so few people. But with that said, we're a very high output team. My team and I understand business very well and the business strategy. Therefore, designing our solutions become much more easier as we know how to help the business accomplish its goals. We keep a close relationship with business and we get involved as much as possible. So it's a very boundaryless environment.
Fantastic. So kind of seamless collaboration between IT and the business and a high productivity, lean team, right?
Yes.
Excellent. And then, specifically, I suppose, to move to the integration and data domain, within IT, could you tell me a little bit about integration in Mix and what your team does in this area? Because I know you have a lot of interesting data, for example, that comes from what you do. So I'd love to hear a little bit more about data and integration in Mix.
Sure. So primarily, we're responsible for the integration and architecture of the consumer side of the business. Our key system we designed is called Mix 360 Hub. It's the heart of the consumer business, which allows us to talk to the telematics devices. It transforms data, persists data to various applications such as our AI technology to manage events and incidents, as well as our mobile and internet track insights. We process about 18.6 billion messages per year and on average 2,500 messages per second, with the ability to scale up. Kafka handles the high throughput between the different microservices, and the entire system is real time. The ESB integrates with Salesforce easily to manage customer data with all our other systems.
Fantastic. So you use Kafka for ingestion. Mulesoft is the kind of glue that binds it all together and then connects to other key systems. And speaking about, key systems, you talked about the 360 system and Salesforce. What are your other key, operational systems and applications within Mix?
So we definitely use Mule across the board. We've, like I said previously, we've created this hub, which we call Mix 360. and that integrates into all of our other applications. We use Salesforce for our CRM, Microsoft Dynamics for billing, and then we have our own in-house systems for our recovery. That's in a nutshell our systems. It sounds a little bit small, but we integrate into everything.
Keep it simple. And then specifically the use of Mulesoft. So what does Mulesoft do for you, apart from, connecting systems? What else do we bring to the party in terms of how you handle data and handle integrations?
So in order to meet the business demands, our IT systems needed to be aligned. And after various POCs with different ESB technologies, the Mulesoft ESB suited our business requirements. It's easy to upskill current developers, ease of use, and out-of-the-box integration to systems like Salesforce, Kafka, and quick turnaround times. It also gives us the ability to segregate data for security and other regulatory requirements.
Excellent, excellent. And I suppose, related to that question, how have you found us to work with at Mulesoft? How have you found the platform to work with? I suppose I'm asking, how's your experience been as a customer, Rubeena?
So my experience has been wonderful. When I joined MiXTelematics, we were looking into various ESB technologies, and one of them was Mulesoft. And when we embarked on the different POCs, Mule ticked quite a few boxes. We went through an extensive list of ESPs currently in the market to figure out which one will work for our best use cases. And one of our key requirements was the price of skills and using an easy technology to upskill my current developers. Another important factor was something that would allow us to shorten our delivery times. 7 years ago, we were doing one big deployment every 6 months. Now we deploy up to 3 releases a week. And lastly, the scalability of the system to grow with the business. I had the team from Mulesoft's very engaging. We have cadence calls quarterly cadence calls. And if I have any issues, it's just a quick phone call, a quick email, and I get such good service back from you guys.
Thank you very much. Glad to hear it. So I'm hearing there it's enabled you to kind of drive, I suppose, business agility in terms of things like your release cycles. And it's a dependable platform that can cope with the scale you're operating at Mix.
Yes, I can take it. 7 years ago, we were doing maybe 500 messages per second. 7 years later, we're doing 2,500 messages per second, and Mule has allowed us to grow.
Fantastic, and I suppose that's a nice segue to the future. So, what are your plans for integration in the future and for Mulesoft in the future? Because I'm sure your business environment and the demands placed on your team will continue to change.
Yes. So my team is still busy with migrating our legacy ESB onto our Mix 360 hub, and this will enable us to service legacy and new platforms on the Mule Mix 360 hub. It already handles the bulk of the volume on Mule, and any new projects that need integration will fall part of this hub and continue to grow with the business needs. Further, we want to do more integrations using Mule and our AI platforms.
Fantastic. Sounds really, really interesting. And lastly, the audience here is going to be a lot of people like yourself who work in technology teams. Do you have any advice for them, Rubeena, about thinking about integration and doing integration well? Because you guys do such a fantastic job at Mix.
Yeah, so IT is ever changing, and keeping up with technology is very important. Open source applications are also great tools that have big communities to help. We definitely look at the reuse methodologies. It works really well and saves companies a lot of money. And keep your integration simple, standardize across the board, and use microservices for faster implementation times.
Fantastic. Great advice. Look, thank you very much, Rubeena. I really appreciate your time. It's been fantastic to be on this journey with Mix as a customer, and we're looking forward to many, many happy years of working together in the future. So thank you again for your time.
Thank you for having me.